Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are actually going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to be using two of the palettes that I currently have today, that I only brought today. The BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil, as well as the James Charles Morphe palette. And no, I did not destroy my palette. So today I was actually feeling a little bit more of a vibrant color, so I'm going to go ahead and do something more colorful, something more different than more of a neutral tones and other things that I usually post on my Instagram instead of, you know, the basics and stuff. Alrighty, so as you guys can tell, I already went ahead and did my eyebrows. So if you guys want to go ahead and see how I do my eyebrows, you guys can actually go back into my channel. I recorded that video like 2 weeks ago. You guys can go ahead and see that. That way, yeah, I just didn't want to kill time and show you guys how I do it when I actually have a tutorial already on my channel. Alrighty, so to start off, I'm going to go ahead and use the James Charles palette, and I'm going to be using this color, and then I also mixed it a little bit with this. And then I'm going to use this simply because when I go ahead and I do my eyeshadow, it tends to crease. And then again, I don't use eyeshadow primer either, so I like to do this. And go ahead and also apply my concealer first, just to clean up my eyebrows, and then I go ahead and apply it all over my eyelids. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. And then the brush that I'm using right now is the Morphe M433. And then this one is the brush that I'm gonna be using just simply to pat it on so my eyeshadow will not crease. Tap out all the excess. And then finally, once your eyes are like something similar to mine, they don't really have to be similar because this isn't your this isn't the color that it's actually going to transition all the colors together. So after that, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil eyeshadow palette. Okay, and so I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade right here. It's like a not like a lime green, it's more like a neonish green. I don't know what it is, but this one. And once you actually apply it, I applied it all over here, but it's more like of a, I don't know, it's more like of a yellowish, greenish type of color. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use the BeBella NG327. This is by far one of my favorite brushes. It's just cute and thin, and then it's like big. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and apply it all over my face. And so you should go ahead and start getting something like this. You can go ahead and pack it more on. That way you can get more of a color there. Once you have something like this, it's time to start building the colors together. And now I am gonna, you should have something like this. So now we're gonna go ahead and start using more of the, we go from light to dark, and then we're gonna go ahead and start building the green together. Okay, so now that I have something like this, something else similar, not too, you know, but anyways, once you have something like this, I'm gonna go ahead and go back with the Take Me Back to Brazil, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade right here. And then that one, I'm gonna use my brush. This is from the BH Cosmetics, only the number kind of erased, but it's something like this, something similar to this. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this. And then I'm gonna go ahead and apply it onto my crease. Okay, so after this, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the James Charles palette. It also has like a similar green in that palette that I'm gonna be using. It's this one right here. So this one actually is like super cute. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply it right on top of that green that I just applied. Mira, me pinté de verde, hombre. Go apply it here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and try to blend it with the honestly for me it's yellow. It looks green on the palette, but for me it kind of looks like yellow. I'm gonna go ahead and try to blend it with that, not as much. That way we still get like that yellow tone there. So we're just gonna go ahead and blend it. Blend them together. Because once we blend these together, I'm gonna go ahead and put a darker green. So we're just gonna blend it until we get something like this. And then it's gonna start to like transition from like light to medium to dark to extra dark. And then if I wanna add glitter, I'll go ahead and add glitter depending on, I don't know, just depends, you know? Alrighty, so now I'm gonna go ahead and use this dark green right here in the James Charles palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply it below that green color so we can go ahead and start making it a little darker. So, and I'm using the same brush as before, nothing different, the same brush. But so I packed in the green shadow from the James Charles palette, and now I am getting this. So now that I have like something going on here, I am actually gonna go ahead and use the Morphe. It's a Morphe brush. I had it for a while, so like again, it just not there anymore. And the Tarte actually got a new one finally because the other one was running out, and this is just in the shade light neutral. You guys can go ahead and use any concealer that you guys have, and then we're just gonna go ahead and cut the crease. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my brush, and then I'm gonna start here and go that way. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set the concealer, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the same shade that I first used to set my eyes, which is this one up here in the James Charles palette. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply this all over here. And this brush that I'm using is actually from the Anastasia, the ones that come in their palettes, in the palettes, like Modern Renaissance, all of those. Only that the top broke, And now I'm gonna use the same brush I was using at the beginning, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the green one that I was using. This one, the dark green one, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply that all here so I can blend it.
You didn't even focus a brush. I'm using this, and I'm gonna try to focus, and you just left.
Do you understand that there is no name on the brush because I've had it for a long time? Like I said it in the video. So now, using the Morphe M508, I'm gonna go ahead and use the green one again. Alrighty, so now after this, I'm gonna go ahead and get my favorite brush, the BeBella, NG327, the one I had used previously, and with whatever is left on the brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and just blend it here at the top. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use the NYX glitter primer, and I'm just gonna get a little bit, like
a little bit,
like this much, and then I'm just gonna tap it a little because I feel like it's still a lot, and I'm gonna apply that all over my crease right here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm using the Kandy Glitter. This is in the shade Sour Apple. And I'm actually just gonna get a little bit as well. And I'm gonna use where is it at?
A few inches later.
This one. The Anastasia one. And I'm just gonna get like a tiny bit. Like literally, like you can hardly tell it's there. I'm gonna go ahead and dab that all over my crease just so I can get, see, cute little, and then you can also use setting spray. I tried using it and it works okay, but you're still gonna get like and I tried using it and I use it, you're still gonna get like a little bit of fallout. And then actually between this glitter, wherever it went, this one, and the Too Faced one.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Anyways, I actually kind of like the NYX one better. Like, okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add the liquid eyeliner. This is by Wet n Wild, in the shade Black, obviously. And then I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. So now I am going to be applying my eyelashes, and these eyelashes are actually from the Aliexpress. I still haven't been able to find the link, but I will go ahead and find the link for you guys. That way you guys can purchase them as well. These ones. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and use my duo and apply my lashes. And let these dry for a little bit. This one, I'm gonna go ahead and apply it. Alrighty, so now I already have my eyelashes on, as you guys can see. I like this one. And I'm gonna be using the Professional primer. I'm literally almost out of it. Like I have to like just squeeze it out there. Ay, se fue en toda la mano. And I'm gonna go ahead and just apply it all over mi cara. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use my Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 145, as well as the Infallible foundation Pro Matte in the 105 Natural Beige. I actually started to notice that this one, it actually, like, I went to go get color matched at Sephora, you know, and sometimes, like, I just don't really like it when they do it because I veces que no saben, you know. So I went and I was like, you know what, like, this girl's like really chill, like, I'm gonna go ahead and get it from her and stuff. And so me lo puse, and then my family started saying like, oh, te ves bien buena. Oh, by the way, this is the Pro Conceal thingy in the shade Peach corrector for the dark circles and stuff, or dark spots, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, and yeah, and then like everybody started telling me like, oh, like, you look too like pale. So I was like, all right, so maybe, you know, I have to like get something. And then also the infallible one, I had already purchased it previously, only that I was originally supposed to exchange it and I never did, you know, like you always buy something and you just never go return it. And then little did I know that I was actually gonna need it. And yeah, so now I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. It's also by the BH, and it came like in a little packet thingy, but I don't have that name anymore since I've had it for a while. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one just to blend the peach corrector. Yeah, so I've been blending the infallible one with the Fenty Beauty one because it actually seems to match pretty well. And then on top of that, I also use the I'll show it to you guys later, but the Fenty Beauty translucent powder. And then that one's actually como que me da otro color, you know, so that's why. But alrighty, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and get my beauty blender just to make sure everything is well blended. So not to talk crap or anything, but I purchased the Juno beauty blender, and this is the Real Techniques one. I had purchased this one because like one of my friends had recommended it, you know. This is just like this is just like, it's just not for me. Like, it's just too hard, like too rough, and like this is like nice and soft. I just don't like it. So Juno, I don't know if you're ever gonna watch this, but 1 out of 10 I give you a 6. Real Techniques give you a 10. Anyways, going back to this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the Fenty Beauty, and I'm gonna go and blend it with the infallible one. And then also what I noticed about this one is that once I mix them together, it doesn't dry as much as when I was just using it alone, you know. So I'm using the this one as well. It's a BH Cosmetics, and it came in a packet. This is the number 5. I'm not sure if they still sell them together, like as a package or not, but I got it when I used to work at a makeup store in Temecula. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply this over. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna go ahead and use the Morphe. I just literally bought this one. It's a Morphe concealer thingy, C2.65, and this one I bought it because I used to use the LA Girl from the Pro Conceal ones, but that shade was just like really dark, and then also I've had it for a while. But I'm gonna go ahead and try this one out. This is my first time trying it out, and I'm gonna use it as a contour. Liquid contour. It's not that dark. It's okay. We'll make it work. Dang, this is not dark whatsoever. It's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the this is by MAC. It's pretty old too. Go ahead and find it and write it down for you guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it here. I guess it's actually not that bad because you can actually kind of see it right there, which is what I wanted. I didn't want something too dark because once it's too dark, you have to like really blend it in, and this is just kind of like, I'm sorry, you know, you see? I'm gonna go ahead and apply it on my forehead as well, just so I can get some color here. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use this is the Shape Tape Concealer and the shade Light Neutral. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that on my T-zone. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of the Morphe one onto my nose, just so I can contour my nose because my nose is a little thick. And then, yeah. I actually really like this. Like it was affordable. I think it was only like $9, and it's what I wanted, you know? It's not something that I really need to blend. It's just something that I'm just like, wow. So now I'm gonna go ahead and this is the one that I was mentioning before. This is the Fenty Beauty, the translucent powder thingy. I'm gonna use the Hoola today, the Hoola bronzer, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this with, this is also by BH Cosmetics, and it came with that, it was like a little set, literally. I don't know, like I said before, I don't know if they still have it or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. And now I'm gonna go ahead and get like a brush. Okay. And now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna use the Fenty one to cut my thingy over here. I'm actually gonna go ahead and use the Anastasia one because this is more like, it gives me more of a color instead of the other one that's just like a more of a lighter tone. I'm gonna go ahead and use that Juno sponge. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here. I'm just gonna leave that there for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and use this brush, also from the BH Cosmetics brush set, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this blush. This is by Tarte in the shade Party. Before I really didn't like using blush, but now I'm just kind of like, it's cute. And now I'm gonna go ahead and use the other one. It's a classic by Tarte as well, just because I like blush now. Make sure it's nice and pink on my chin, on my nose. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this brushy. This is by BH Cosmetic in the number 16. Not sure, it's like really tiny. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but it's BH. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the, kind of like the yellow one. I'm gonna use this one right here. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use this green one that I used previously, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it right under my eyes as well, using the same brush as before. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Juvia's. You can honestly use the same one as the Morphe one. This is literally the same shade that's on the Morphe one, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use these two actually. And this brush is the Morphe M508. I used it earlier as well. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it with the Too Faced the Hangover 3-in-1 setting spray, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply that in my inner corners, just so I can get like an extra little glow there. I'm just gonna go ahead and add mascara onto my lower lashes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips afterwards. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my setting spray all over my face. Let that dry for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and apply my highlight. And for my highlight, I'm gonna be using two brushes. I'm gonna be using the BeBella 136 and the BeBella NG328. These are the two brushes that I'm gonna be using, and then I'm gonna be using the BeBella Fairy Dust highlight palette. It looks like this. And I will be using this shade right here and this shade right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and add a little bit to my nose. A little bit here. And to my lips. Finally, we're gonna be using this one. Finally, one last time, we're gonna go ahead and, oh, this is a little too much. We're gonna go ahead and, last time, to make sure everything is good and set. And I'm gonna be using the NYX. I've been really into the NYX lip liners. They're really affordable as well. And this is the shade in the shade Sandstorm, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and just line my lips with this. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use, I literally have like 3 of these because I keep thinking I don't have it, and then you know, you go to Ulta. I'm gonna use this one. This is one of my favorite ones by NYX. And this is the Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. And lastly, I'm gonna go ahead and get my This is by the Sephora collection. It's one of the professional ones, and this is called
3 days later.
oh, it's a number 44. Sephora Professionals. And I'm gonna go ahead and just, I remembered this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and remove some that's here. Blend everything good. Make sure this is good. This as well. And we're done. So thank you guys so much for watching today's tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's been such a long time since I've recorded, you know, and I'm still getting used to the fact that I have to talk to a camera. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel, and then also I will be posting my medias, my social media, somewhere up here or down here. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.